Big up Boxing Bros UK, doing good things in the boxing sphere.
Hello everybody, I'm the Hister Boss Chris, and I'm with to the Max Boxing. That's it, round two. So Terry, we're going to talk about Andy Cruz versus Muratalla. My prediction video, Muratalla was going to win this fight, and I predicted he was going to win because
flashback.
I keep thinking to pick Andy Cruz, but then I just keep thinking something in my mind is saying it's too soon. It's too soon. Eddie Hearn. I think, with Eddie Hearn's track record of his matchmaking, my final prediction is I'm going to pick Muratalla. He's called
Muratalla, yeah.
Unanimous. Yeah, Muratalla. Wow. I'm going to pick him for the win because I just think it's too soon. 6-0.
Meanwhile,
it doesn't matter how much of a good amateur you are, you're never going to win a world title 6-0. It's not going to happen. So
no, I mean,
I don't even need to look at any stats, watch any tapes, or do anything. I knew he wasn't going to win. As soon as I seen 6-0, not a chance.
Nah. I mean, it was basically Lomachenko 2.0. If you remember, in his second amateur fight, he fought against Orlando Salido.
Yeah, but Salido was an actual champion. Don't forget, he's Muratalla's a paper champion. He's an email champion because Lomachenko retired. Yeah. And he got elevated because he got the belt. But he's still fought Tevin Farmer. He's still a top contender versus someone who's had 6 fights. And you heard, what are you doing?
It was bad matchmaking. And he was also, I don't know how you found it, but I thought Andy Cruz was boxing well, but he was point scoring, wasn't he? It was the single shot. He was boxing on the back foot. He wasn't sitting down or anything. And this is the problem when the amateurs, a fantastic amateur who turns over to the professional game, you often find that it takes a while for them to actually realize, hold on a second there. It's actually a 12-rounder. You know, it's not like 3 rounds. It's not about scoring shots and landing a good jab. Whereas Muratalla was coming forward, he was pressing the action, he was landing the more scoring shots, wasn't he, in the professional game? But in the amateur game, Andy Cruz would have won that. But again, the amateurs now make it 30.
I don't think so because he was getting his lit up. Actually, in the amateur game, it might have got stopped.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
I just think, the first thing I noticed was this was like a Little and Large comedy show.
Next Saturday's brand new series of Little and Large.
Muratalla was massive. He was a lot bigger than Cruz. A hell of a lot bigger. It was so did this guy just rehydrate about fucking 10 geezers? He looked massive, Muratalla, didn't he?
Well, I mean, ironically, the IBF rules are you can only rehydrate 10 pounds, innit? But he did look so much bigger. But I just thought Andy Cruz looked like a boy in there. Muratalla looked like the man. But Andy Cruz is, he's in his 30s now. He's had all this experience, Olympic gold medalist. But it just proves that the amateurs means fuck all. We saw this with Orlando Solis, but when he turned over professional from the heavyweights and he fought Vitaly Klitschko, and there was all this hype and all this talk. Gold medals here, there, and then they turn over and they look like lost lambs. They look like they don't have a clue what to do because amateur boxing. I mean, it's more similar now because without the head guards, but it is totally different. It's totally different. Different rules, different judging. Different kind of setting. And I just think Andy Cruz is a hype job. Really, I really do. I don't really see how he improves from here.
I wouldn't go that far. I think 6-0, he's never ever going to be. He's not going to be a 23-0 professional who's twice his size, and it was just stupid. I know people are going to say, "But it was a close fight, and it was a majority decision. It could have gone either way. It was close, but I don't believe that Andy Cruz should have won. I think they need to rebuild him. He's a decorated amateur in his 30s. He needs about at least 5 fights to get adjusted to the pro game. At least 5. And step his opposition up. You can't just put him in as a world champion. Start him at a high level because obviously he is at a high level because Muratalla is a good fighter. He was hungrier, wanted it more. So he can fight a little bit of a higher level than just fighting journeyman straight away. But he needs at least 4 or 5 fights and then go back. But you can't just adjust to the program like that. I don't care about the 10-round. Like you say, even though we fought 10-rounders in all them competitions, they were still amateur rules. Like if you get a nosebleed, stop the fight. You know what I mean?
The problem is with someone like an Andy Cruz, as far as I know, he doesn't really speak English. He's Cuban, so you can't fight him in Cuba because in Cuba it's all amateur, innit? There's no professional boxing. I think you pretty much have to defect from Cuba in order to be a professional. So you can't really build him in his hometown. He's awkward. He's hard to beat. He's not a big name. He's not a massive ticket seller. So who the fuck's going to want to fight him? You know what I mean? And that's the problem Andy Cruz has got right now. But also, it was down to Eddie Hearn to do that properly and to match him properly and to get him the world title fight at the right time. And like you say, they've rolled the dice, and unfortunately, they've came up with 0. You know, because they've lost that.
No, just listening to what you said there, I've got a theory. I think Eddie Hearn realised all that shit that you just said, so he thought, fuck it, fight him now. If you win, you win. If you lose, fuck you, you're gone. And at least we tried.
Go to Ben Shalom and the BBC. Good luck there. And to be fair to him, it's one of those where, you know, I thought he fought well. I just think he got beat by the better man. But I thought Muratalla was excellent. I thought he was really, really good.
He was never going to win this fight, no matter how good he was in the amateurs.
No experience, and also just the belief. But I mean, like, even like when you were watching him and you were like, hold on a second, it's your world title fight here. But like, I just thought everything about him before, like even on the ring walk, he looked like he was sort of confident, but also I think as soon as the bell started and he was competitive, wasn't it? I mean, I had it 7-5 Muratalla. I don't think it was a clean sweep or anything. It's not like he's been chinned around, so he can come back from that. But at the same time, it's like, how do you rebuild now? Because it's awkward now, isn't it? Because it's like, so now Andy Cruz is going to have the kind of fights he should have had for probably the next 3-4 fights.
Definitely. I believe he's good enough to rebuild. He just needs to have a few fights. That's it. And steadily good matchmaking. Eddie Hearn, he doesn't know how to matchmake right anymore.
But I mean, if you remember Luke Campbell, when Luke Campbell was fighting, he didn't throw Luke Campbell in after 7 fights, did he? That was like, you know, sort of 10, 15 fights. At least Luke Campbell, I mean, I think he lost to Ivan Mendy, didn't he? Before he fought Linares. So at least he'd had a bit of a sort of learning process. But with Andy Cruz, it was a case of, all right, you've got a few knockovers, now sink or swim, you know?
He hadn't even fought 1 12-rounder. Only 10 rounds, that's it. Scheduled 10 rounds, that's it.
That's not right, because I mean, when you think a British title is a 12-rounder, so on his level, he's not even fought a British title level, essentially. He's fought 10-round international fights against wank opposition.
So to be fair to him, he is a really good fighter. A few more fights, I think he can be a force. I would maybe try and see if he can get down a weight class. I think he's a very, very small.
Yeah.
I think he's very, very small.
Or Muratalla needs to go up. You know, it's one of those, isn't it? Whether
but obviously he rehydrated a load. But that only counts for so much. And so does Cruz gets to rehydrate. But when I seen it, I was like, whoa, this is a little large comedy show. What's going on here?
Next Saturday, Eddie and Sidda, a brand new series of Little and Large.
Abdullah Mason, eh? What do you reckon about that, eh?
Yeah.
I think that's a naughty lightweight, eh?
I think Muratalla, I think he should do a unification. Just really test himself while he's in his prime and he's on a streak. Just try and get on unification with anyone who will take it, or maybe move up, because he's a big old boy at that weight.
He's a big lad. Yeah, he's huge. I mean, I think he's a force anyway, but for him now, I mean, it's a funny old weight division lightweight. Obviously, Javante Davies was there, but he's busy fighting his missus at the minute, so he's unavailable.
But when I say Davis, there's no point even mentioning him in any boxing conversation.
Flashback.
It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened? I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she picked grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweating and things like that, and the grease come in my face. It burnt my eyes. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done.
Oh, man. Oh, I got grease in my hair. Oh, I couldn't burn in my...
Wanker.
Meanwhile,
Wasted talent. Let's not digress.
Absolute wanker. It's time for Abdullah Mason. I'm really excited for Muratalla as well. I think now that is his breakout fight on DAZN in America. But unfortunately, as always with the American fans, I mean, what was the attendance there? 2,000? It was awful. There was nobody there, you know, and you're like, this is an IBF lightweight title fight, and there's absolutely nothing going on. You know, decent atmosphere considering how many people are there. But you think this is on DAZN. It's a huge fight in America. If that was a lightweight champion in England or someone in England fighting
or
for
Germany,
but like in America, it's dead. It's completely dead.
And that's why I view boxing. When they put their fights on, they're going to have to give tickets away for free in America, so people will come.
flashback.
Ideology with putting the ticket sales cheaper than anything that's ever been put on before. It's just unavoidable. You can't miss it. So are we talking $30-40 a ticket? Are we talking $200-300? These are the crucial questions.
Let's find out.
When it comes to the price points, and we want to bring boxing back to the people, we believe that there is a disconnect. You guys are absolutely right. There is a disconnect between the American fans and boxing, but we can bring that together. And the way we're going to do that is a large proportion of those tickets, because it's such a huge site, are going to be free. So
what?
That's going to raise
free.
The kind of
what?
That's going to raise
the
kind of the anticipation.
Meanwhile,
I think confidence-wise, we'll see what he's made of next. But I mean, again, you kind of throw on one of them to the Wolves, but why not him against Sam Nelks as a comeback fight? I know this is now boxing works, but it's not going to
happen. Because he's not ready for Sam Nelks. No, with one loss, so he needs to win that
Continental title. Yeah,
that's it. Win one of those. Just have a few fights.
Get your confidence back.
Fight some mediocre guys, and just learn the professional game, adjust to it.
Absolutely, but I mean, someone who's a fringe guy, not someone who's one of the world champions, So
exactly.
But I think he can come again, mate. He can come again. I mean, the worry for me is, I think in terms of his ability, I don't think he's going to get any better physically. He's not going to get any bigger. He's 30 years older. But I mean, it's mental with him, and it's about what he's got in the heart, really. But again, he's got the skills, hasn't he? So hopefully Eddie does the right.
Well, to be fair to him, he nearly pulled it off, and he would have been very, very lucky to do it. He nearly did, but it was just too much pressure. That's what I think.
Too soon. I mean, I texted you just before, didn't I? And I said, I fancy Andy Cruz on points. And he said, nah, man, 2-6-0. And you were bang on, mate. So there we go.
You need experience. Even 2 fights, at least. 2 12-rounders. Like, it's just, if Lomachenko can't do it against Salido, then you're never doing it.
Absolutely.
Against 23-year-old young, hungry lion.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Right, Boxing Bros UK.
Talking boxing in the background, dude.
We're out.